Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm not doing well. I'm not even going to say I hope all of you are doing well. If you're a Chelsea fan right now, you're not doing well. You're going through absolute torture. And I'm glad that game has just finished and the torture is finally over, because that was absolutely embarrassing. That was shambolic beyond belief. I can't believe what I've watched. I cannot believe what I've just watched. There was no excuse. Us Chelsea fans, many did say, we were cautious. We're confident but cautious. We know that this game can turn on its head. We know that Arsenal have the individual talent. We know that there's a chance that Arsenal could escape with a 1-0 win, yeah? And I said that in my preview. I said, look, I'm confident. I think we have the capacities. We have the team to go and do a job and to get 3 points. But we got to make sure we don't give them space. We don't let them breathe, suffocate them, press high, give them energy, give them intensity. And as long as we do that, and we don't allow them the pockets of space, and we don't allow them the opportunity to play football, to pass about, to really create like we saw that they did, then there wouldn't be an excuse for Arsenal to really get on the score sheet or cause any hassle. But we done just that. We came in like Bob the Builder, ready to fix Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal needed fixing? Yeah, sure. Call Chelsea Football Club. They'll come to fix you, no problem. Bob the Builder at your service. That's exactly what we done. An absolute joke the way that we played today. I said in the preview, as long as we don't rely on the one way of playing, as long as we try and give loads of energy, let them know we're there. Suffocate them. Don't let them play. What did we do? We let them boss the midfield. We let them play. We gave them loads of space. We didn't man mark enough. We didn't even mark, let alone man mark. We just didn't mark. When it came to us, we didn't create. We didn't move the ball about as we should. We did for about 10 minutes in the first half. That was it. After that, everything just fell over. Everything just collapsed. It's like everyone just didn't get the memo. At the same time, my main frustration, I've got two points of frustration here. The way that we play, making the same mistakes over and over and over again. We saw it against Everton. I said we're making mistakes here. Let's not do it for Wolves. What happened? We made the same mistakes for Wolves. We played West Ham. It looked like maybe we didn't fix it, but we had a bit too much quality for West Ham, and I thought, okay, cool. We didn't play fantastic, but we won. I'll take that. And what happens? We come into this game, we make the same mistakes again, and there you are. We've been absolutely punished. I find it unacceptable that we have come up against an Arsenal team, for me, that just today, before it got to 2-0, let's say, 1-0, yeah? Arsenal got the first goal, they got the penalty, they got the first goal. They didn't look fantastic. It didn't look fantastic at all. They looked basic, but they were getting the basics right. We weren't. We were not. We were just allowing them to have everything on a silver platter. We were self-inflicting the damage for ourselves. Let's get into the lineups and what both teams went with, and then we'll get into what actually went down. So Chelsea started off with a 4-3-3 of Edouard Mendy, Reece James and Ben Chilwell both back in the lineup. Thiago Silva and Zuma as our centre-back pairing. Midfield three of Kovacic, Kante and Mason Mount. And the front three of Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic and Tammy Abraham. And when you look at the Arsenal team, they pretty much played with a back three at times, but it did look like towards the end of the game they stuck with a back four with two centre-backs in Pablo Mari and Rob Holding. And that tells you everything you need to know. The two centre-backs are Rob Holding and Pablo Mari. They got Bellerin on the pitch that I said would be a great thing if we played Pulisic on the left, which we didn't, and I'm going to get into that very shortly. And yet somehow Chelsea didn't have a shot on target until minute what? Way past minute 80. Tammy Abraham scored with his chest. Does that even count as a shot on target? In the 92nd minute, we saw Pulisic have a shot on target. That's all I can remember. I don't think we had anything else. That's embarrassing for us to not go to a broken Arsenal team that we know is suffering mentally. We were 15th. We know what it's like. We know how fragile a team can be in 15th place. They can be an absolute mess. Now, the best thing to do the same thing that the other teams did. Do the same things that all these other teams that have faced Arsenal in the last 2 months have done. Keep control of the ball. Combine with each other. Have a system to go through the middle. Get in between the lines. Play brave. Take a risk. We have this one obsession. And I don't get why Frank Lampard keeps sticking with it. And now it's a big question mark because let's be real, Frank Lampard's head is on it tonight. And there's a big question mark on whether now he is the right man to take the club forward. 100% that pressure is now on him. Why do we constantly have the need to go backwards and then direct the play to the flanks and then cross the ball and inshallah, as I said in a couple of videos ago, we just cross the ball and pray, cross the ball and hope. That's all we do. That's all we do. There was 10 minutes in that game where I saw Mason Mount take the ball into the middle and combine with Tammy Abraham, and he made it through. There was another chance where I saw Kovacic drive the ball in, and he made it through. Kovacic also ran the ball out on one occasion, and he got absolutely plummeted by Pablo Mari, who picked up a yellow card. It tells you what Kovacic can do in that capacity and the way that he can drive. We done that for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Apart from that, we didn't bother. Yep, direct the ball to Chilwell. Cross the ball into the box and hope. Reece James, all right, mate, cross the ball into the box and hope. And that's all we do. That's all we do. And if you really think that is the way that, you progress, that you can build a system on, you can't. You can't. And we've come up against, I stress this. We've come up against a broken Arsenal team. Broken. And we've made them look like prime 2004 Arsenal. You would have thought that Thierry Henry, Bergkamp, Tony Adams, Martin Keown, Emmanuel Petit, Wiltor, Ljungberg, all of them were on the pitch tonight. Because, that result, that's what it seems like. How are we going to the Emirates against a broken Arsenal team like that with a very questionable lineup when you look at some of the selections? We've just completely collapsed. We didn't even have a shot on target, as I said, up until minute 80 or whatnot. Maybe longer. I need to double check that. I really do. Because at minute 75, we didn't have any. That I'm certain. And if for those of you that are on the watch along and you saw, you'd know that I was trying to pay attention to that. There was absolutely no excuse for us to play this badly. This badly? No way. No way. And when you look at the substitutions, we're 2-0 down at half-time. Yeah? So the first goal, Reece James leaves himself completely exposed. Arsenal are on the offensive. He leaves himself exposed. Tierney manages to get past him in a very naive way. Reece James, there is no way that you should be allowing anyone to get past you in that manner. No way. He brings him down. Now, is the contact soft? Yes. But is there contact? Yes. If the roles were reversed and it was us on the other end and Reece James had gone past Tierney, for example, and Tierney touches him because he's running behind him and he clips him from the back or something, what do you think Reece is going to do in the box? He's going to drop to the ground. And rightfully so. That's what everyone's doing in football nowadays. That's what everyone's doing in the game. You either do it or you get left behind. Simple as that. But there was contact. 1-0. Penalty. Good penalty. Lacazette gets on the score sheet. Now, the second goal is ridiculous. Because if you go to the watch along and you look prior to that second goal, we had a chance to pass the ball forward. We didn't. We went backwards. Chilwell went backwards, yeah? We started passing it amongst ourselves. We allowed pressure to be piled onto ourselves. And what happened? We lose possession. We're on transition. All of a sudden, Arsenal are on the offensive. We commit a foul. Why? Because we put ourselves under that pressure. There was absolutely no need to be passing backwards in the opportunity that we had to go forwards. And by doing so, we lost possession, we conceded the free kick, and boom, Bob's your uncle. He smashes it into the top corner, 2-0 to Arsenal before half-time. And then at half-time, Frank Lampard's substitutions absolutely baffle me. Now, Timo Werner on the left-hand side does not make any sense to me whatsoever. And I said this in the preview. I told you this, not just the preview, but the couple of other games before. Pulisic needs to be on his left-hand side. Timo Werner on the right. Timo Werner is going to offer on the right what he offers on the left. But at least on the left, Pulisic is going to be there on his preferred side, dribbling, cutting inside, and hopefully twisting Bellerin up into a pretzel. Timo Werner made Bellerin look like Cafu tonight. Why is Lampard so adamant on playing Timo Werner on the left and Pulisic on the right, when we know Pulisic's preferred position and the best to get the out of him is on the left-hand side? We didn't do that. But at half-time, what does Frank Lampard do? He takes Timo Werner off. Fair, because Timo Werner didn't have a good game at all. Brings Hudson-Odoi on, but sticks Hudson-Odoi on the right and puts Pulisic on the left. Well, why didn't you do that in the first place? It makes... I don't get it. I don't get it. And then he brings on Jorginho for Kovacic. Kovacic, the one man that I could see was able to actually drive and do something in the middle, you know, and try and penetrate through that Arsenal midfield that looked very composed. But the one man that was able to drive in between and play direct and play aggressive and run about and show the energy was Mateo Kovacic. At half-time, he brings him off and puts Jorginho on. Why? Why? Instead, we got exposed even more defensively. When you look at the third goal that Saka scored, look at where the space came from. Saka was able to run through our midfield with no restriction, no block, no nothing. He had all the space in the world. He got the ball, looked up, went, yep, okay, Mendy's off his line, straight into the top corner, much like Ronaldinho against David Seaman. If you remember, if you're old enough to remember that Brazil-England game, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's exactly what happened. And Edouard Mendy was off his line, he got caught out. Saka, with all the space in the world, sticks it into the top corner. 3-0 Arsenal. Game, set and match. Thank you very much. It's over. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And we wait until the last 5 minutes before Hudson-Odoi is able to cross the ball into the box, because that's what we do now. We just cross the ball into the box. And Tammy Abraham is onside, hits it with his chest, yeah, and it goes in. I mean, the most unorthodox goal you could ask for. We win a penalty straight after that, and Jorginho misses it. You know, the last penalty he took, he missed. He moves to this one. Werner's not on the pitch as our prime penalty taker. He misses this one as well. The whole thing tonight was just an absolute shambles, an absolute joke. And in terms of the way that we're playing, the same mistakes that we're committing, the overall demeanour of the way that we decided to play against Arsenal, when you look at the last 15 minutes or so, when you see the energy that we were playing with, well, why didn't we start that at the beginning? Why didn't we do that from the beginning? Why did we show Arsenal that respect that I said in the preview yesterday we should not be showing to them? They are down. They are ready for the knockout blow. Give them the knockout blow. Nah. Instead, what we done is we just managed to hold their hands, yeah, pick them up. Are you okay? I think you're in a bit of shock. Wrap them around a blanket. Come with me. I'll give you some hot chocolate and a marshmallow to make you feel better, yeah? And then we get stabbed in the back, yeah? That's what's happened. That's exactly what's happened. We have been pure charity FC against an Arsenal team that, I'm sorry, except for the second half where they looked confident, they started to look composed, and they started to play. That's how you know it was all mental. It's all mental. They were there for the taking, and we just allowed them. We just allowed them to do exactly what they had to do. And now we look like complete idiots. My message that I'm going to leave all of you Chelsea fans with is do not go on social media. Forget it. We've been embarrassed. We've been made to look stupid. We've been made to look like fools. Avoid Twitter. Avoid Instagram. I mean, you can stay on YouTube and just don't post on any comments. Just, you know, from afar. Just, you can witness other videos and other contents, but just from afar, don't really say anything. And just avoid making much of an input, because right now, Chelsea have made us look like complete idiots. Complete idiots. And to end this video, there has to be a question now on Frank Lampard. There has to be. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy, especially for someone that we know is a legend at the club. But as a manager, with the same mistakes we're seeing over and over again, is it going to change? Is he the right man? I don't know. I'm going to leave that with you. Let me know in the comments and what you think. I'd love to hear it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. And smash the like button for me if you've enjoyed this video or you've tried to enjoy this video. I'm not going to be honest. I love interacting with you guys, but I've hated making this. Such an embarrassing performance. Embarrassing, honestly. Just an absolute shambles. 3-1 against a 15th place Arsenal team. That looked broken. You know, they were struggling to get a goal in 10 games. And they got one against Southampton. And it was a big deal. It's like, yes, score the goal. You know, they haven't won since November 1st. In come Chelsea Football Club. Here's have 3 goals and have 3 points. Yeah, because we feel bad for you. Honestly. I'll see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.